Look what just popped up, guys. Step out of your comfort zone. And we just talked about the eclipse, how it has to sit on the north and south node. This north node is in Aries. We have Aries energy right here. This is a strong message that says this is not where you've been before, but it is where you're supposed to be going. This is destined, and that's why you're being pulled in that direction, even though it is an entirely new direction. What is that direction? Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. We're going to start here. Time to heal. Now, snake there's a lot of different meanings with this card, and this could very well imply toxicity, but the fact that it also is time to heal, this energy of purging the toxicity from your life, from yourself. And since it is Mercury retrograde while I'm working in these energies for you, Pisces, then there is an introspective wisdom that can come, maybe an understanding or a seeing of where the toxins are that you have to pull out of your system, or where the toxins are coming from that you have to pull out of your life. And so we begin your reading, Pisces. This is an intuitive message for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. So please take these messages, my beautiful Piscean souls, in the way that they come to you, in the way that they resonate for you. This is your message. It is timeless in that it comes to you when you draw it into you. So there's something in this message that you need to hear at this moment in your life. So it really doesn't matter when the video was made. Pisces, if you're looking for a deeper personal reading, I do personal readings, and I do have open sessions this week. So go to my website, Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and you can book and schedule right now. And then please do come along with me on the adventure ride that is the extended reading, where we can dive deeper and get so much more specific and intimate. I love you guys so much. Let's get these cards finished. Shuffling. That's just staying right there. Okay. Let's go. Pisces. You're future focused. We don't have anything that's coming out in the past. And this toxicity is definitely a purging. So it is a healing. It is you being able to diagnose what has been hurting you or impacting you. And now you know where to target, where to heal. I mean, listen, it's not me. It's an old expression. Admitting it or seeing that there's a problem is the first step. So ultimately, there's that sense of when you can finally diagnose where the toxins are coming from, that is where the healing begins. And so, yes, my friends, this is where your healing begins. We also, if you look more closely at the card, have 55. Add that up, it's 10. 10 is the number of completion. Like, I'm finished with this. I'm done with this toxicity in my life, with this hurt, this pain, this ailment, this sickness. So there is also conviction here, which shows a tremendous amount of courage as well. Then we have be fearless and bold. As soon as you see the issue, you are ready to attack it. This is also an indication of time. It's Aries energy, it's Aries season. But if it's not Aries season when you're watching this video, that's fine, because what it means is you're gonna get right at it. You only know how to confront it like a ram, head on. And you're brave about it, you're bold about it. There's no hesitation about it. You're ready to take this on. So this revelation, my friends, has just been exactly what you needed. It is the biggest blessing so far, because it's not that you wanted to just be saved. It's that you wanted to be able to be effective and make an impact. And now you know where to make an impact. And that is gorgeous. We have clear out the clutter, knowing what to let go of, knowing that now is the time to let go. This is Cancerian energy. Admitting and allowing that, once upon a time, what used to work for you isn't working for you anymore. Because we start off, this is a card that reminds us, we start off as the metaphorical tadpole, and then we are something different. The frog can't live as the tadpole did. So maybe once upon a time, swimming around in your emotions was exactly what you needed. And now you kind of need a little bit more air. You kind of need a little bit more control over where you're jumping to. I move differently. I behave differently. I think differently because I am different. And so maybe this wasn't always a toxin, Pisces. Maybe this was once upon a time something that you did need. So it's not like this is a shame message in any way, because it's not. What once upon a time could have really been necessary. It's saying that, guess what? This is rebirth. Aries is the beginning of our zodiac. It signifies a new astrological year. So this is symbolically, you're starting a whole new year in your life, or maybe even era in your life. And what once used to maybe really feed you is toxic. And now there's that awareness, so that you have the ability to shed whatever this is, to be able to boldly let it go. Beautiful. And sing your own song. And this is you asserting your independence and freedom. And funny that I had mentioned air. Look at air. This is the birds singing, the air, this sense of using your voice, using your air to express yourself, air under its wings. This is what's liberating you, not being so emotional, not being so bogged down, being liberated from this heavier, watery toxicity that once upon a time could have nurtured you. And now there's a sense of, oh, I'm so free, I'm lifted from that. So there is also a liberation here as well. And then we have this and that are true, seeing the beauty in both sides, or being able to finally see that that one thing could be as good as the other. In other words, my friends, it's saying you are open to options now that maybe you had not been in the past. But we also see this as elevating up, like lifting out of the water. We know that dolphins live in the water, but we also know they have to breathe air. And so they like to play at the surface and be fun and playful and allow themselves to experience both elements, the air and the water. This is you crossing over, having this transitional period in your life where you're starting to realize that something else that maybe I hadn't even been interested in before is good for me. It's maybe I actually want this. I'm starting to really feel that I want something different. I'm not surprised. We just had a solar eclipse, total solar eclipse. It was huge. It was big, especially in the States. And what was it sitting on? Well, it was conjunct the North Node. This is right on the nodal line. I mean, eclipses happen on the nodal line. That's when you get an eclipse. But isn't that symbolic? Shouldn't that tell us everything? Like we really need, this is a huge turning point in our lives. Where one goes dark, in the darkness you find yourself. And it's the other parts of yourself that maybe you hadn't even known were there. And now you're starting to see that once they've come up, they're not going to go away, because that's the timing of it all. That's the growth of it all. The sprout that comes up out of the dark soil. It's just, it's here now. Now we have, moving into the future, take the lead. So this is you being the initiator and you being the leader, the person who guides other people or makes sure that they know what's what, or what's a good decision, what's a good choice. Like this is really bold energy, but it's also, you've been tapped, you've been inspired. All you're going to see ahead of you right now may be trees, because there is no path. You're the one blazing it. And then we have believe in yourself, and then spirit has a plan. Yeah, you've been tapped and inspired to do something great. And you are boldly moving in a direction that does not have a well-paved path. You are the trailblazer. So this is a wonderful time to not be afraid of the dark and connect to your faith, because darkness is infinite possibility. And I'm not saying you're even having a dark time. I don't feel that way. What I'm picking up from this is you're coming into the light. You're bringing the light into the situation. Let's get a moon card. The energy is gaining momentum. You damn right it is. You damn right it is, because now you're being backed. And what once was kind of flat, and it's so, look what just popped up, guys. Step out of your comfort zone. And we just talked about the eclipse, how it has to sit on the north and south node. This north node is in Aries. We have Aries energy right here. This is a strong message that says this is not where you've been before, but it is where you're supposed to be going. This is destined, and that's why you're being pulled in that direction, even though it is an entirely new direction. What is that direction? Well, we'll see. Stop. We just got a new moon card. This all started recently. This is a brand new version of you and your capabilities, and the energy is gaining momentum. Yes, it is, because we have crescent moons, we have waxing crescents after we have new moons, and whatever those revelations were, Pisces, they are popping out and coming to life. Not only is it not much longer now, it is right now. Oh, you better stop. Oh, we got to get tarot. Jeez, we haven't even gotten into the tarot part yet. This is the eclipse. You just walked away from a bad shit situation. You walked away from something that was not fulfilling you. And maybe it wasn't a choice. Maybe there was nothing left and you felt pushed out. And that's okay too, because the Lord pushes you out when you need to. That kick in the ass out the door is like, come on, get rid of that. Shed it. It doesn't serve you anymore. Let's just keep moving and moving in a different direction. This was redirecting. That was coming from the divine. Whatever this circumstance was, but it was the eclipse. You see, this is the eclipse because this is the moon going in front of the sun. This sense of, I know I'm done with something. I'm just kind of finished with it. I'm like, can't have this in my life anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm done. And standing on your own and recognizing your value. Maybe other people recognizing your value too. This is Virgo energy, the sense of, I've done the hard work. This is reaping the harvest of the hard work. I'm more valuable than where I've been. I'm more valuable than what I was. I'm more valuable than what has been draining me. And now that is what I see. And you will never see the world the same way again. Oh boy. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? Mending. We're heading toward healing. This card often reminds me of the Six of Cups because of the innocence of the children. But also this sense of getting back that sense of innocence, that sense of possibility. It's almost like you've gone through a washing machine and something has really cleansed you. And this is a great time for a physical cleanse. If you want to, if this energy sounds really great to you, but you don't know how to tap into it, the first place, Pisces, to start is through the physical. Get rid of old crap. Those clothes you haven't been wearing, they don't fit you anymore. They're taking up room in your closet. You must get rid of them. Donate them and let them serve their purpose elsewhere. If you have been feeling like you've been eating toxic foods or just bloating and stuff, do a detox, do a cleanse. You must start with the physical, and you can start with the physical, and it's the perfect way to sort of amp up the energy of purging different toxins from your life. No place like home. Back to, maybe you're going back home, or you're back in your home, or going back to a place where you feel like a kid again. Not in a childish sense, but in a sense of infinite possibilities. Also, I am in a place where I am supported, right? That sense, because what you're really doing is remembering who you are before it got polluted and intoxicated by your ego and whatever your ego allowed you to do to yourself. There is a sense of finding joy and pleasure in the little things, in things that could never make you unhealthy, like, the succulent juiciness of a strawberry instead of a piece of candy. There is just an essence of nurturing here that you need and should definitely allow for yourself. So what is Oh, I didn't even see this card. Blessed. Recognizing how blessed you are when you surround yourself with those things that make you love yourself more. And these blessings, God, what is Pisces to do? What is the advice here? We have 7 of Wands, so don't give up. Keep fighting and do not compromise. Not in terms of stubbornness, but in terms of quality. Okay? And also, one step at a time, these little battles. The Tower is here, which has nothing to do with you. You can't control it. And Temperance came out first. So there's a sense of don't give up in these challenging times. Temper the energy. Don't try to fight it. You can't fight energy that is Tower energy. This is an inevitability. This is also healing because you haven't given up. And there's hard hits here or extreme measures that are going to be made here, but ultimately a willingness to use those to balance things out. She even looks like a nurse in this situation. This sense of maybe healing yourself with untraditional methods or modalities, but definitely healing yourself. Let me get more details on what that Tower is. Can you be specific, God? What was this Tower? It was a statement. So it was 7 of Cups. Once again, could have had to do with distracting yourself with too many pleasure things. It's the Tower when you recognize it. The Tower is the breakthrough moment when the clarity comes through the confusion, or maybe a diagnosis was made. You've been looking for this for a long time. Maybe finally the Tower is when you are willing to admit to yourself beyond your pride, look, I have been doing this to myself and these things are actually hurting me. And it's extreme and it's sad, but it's almost like cut cold turkey. And start from scratch. Start from that place of innocence before the toxicity began. And that is where the Temperance comes. Let's go to the extended. I hope to see you guys there. The links are down below, or you can become a BWOB member and never have to worry about those links because you'll have access to that right here on YouTube. I hope to see you there.